Greetings, YouTube. It's Will from stormthecastle.com, and this is my latest video. This is a look inside the DaVinci Museum in Florence, Italy. This past summer, I spent 10 weeks in Europe on a pilgrimage. I covered 3 different countries, Italy, France, and Spain, and I really enjoyed the whole trip. And saw a lot of things, did a lot of things, including walking the Way of St. James in Spain. But in this video, we go to Florence, Italy, which is the birthplace of the Renaissance, and the place where Leonardo da Vinci spent most of his life and did most of his work. And we're going to go inside that museum and take a peek at some of the stuff. The video footage is a little bit rough, so bear with it a little bit, but you'll be able to see a lot of the various engineering things that he did. And they had a lot of hands-on stuff where you can, manipulate the things to see how these various machineries worked. Really quite fascinating. I'm a big fan of Da Vinci. And I wanted to say that he was to some extent a product of his times. And that really shows here in his work. Well, for instance, he was born into the Renaissance, so that was one thing that said, he was a polymath. He had a lot of varied interest in a lot of different things. But Italy during this time was in a constant state of turmoil. There was a lot of warring going on. It wasn't one country. There was a lot of war. So you see that in his work. He designed a lot of engineering work for war. And also, there was a lot of stonework going on, a lot of building, a lot of sculpting, a lot of structural building of cathedrals and castles and churches and large buildings. So you see also in his engineering work the design of how to manipulate heavy objects and stones, and how to, just how to manipulate building materials and stuff like that. So let's do the introduction, and then we'll take a peek inside the DaVinci Museum in Florence, Italy, which doesn't have any of his original artworks, but it does have a focus on his engineering work. Thanks.
Dioramas, origami, catapults, and trebuchets, telescopes, terrariums, bonsai trees, and paper games, swords and shields, and real blacksmithing, robotics, animation. I teach the art of real creation. StormTheCastle.com. Let's make something.
Chamber of Mirrors. Here we are in the DaVinci Museum with all the mechanical devices, and the lock in the bathroom is broken. I think there's an irony in that. The bathroom doesn't lock, so it's broken, the locks are broken, the mechanical devices.
Está bueno, ¿no?
Almost.
Mira,
Almost
ese
like a
el
new.
plato y la
Please, 2 dolls.
esposo
Ah,
debería porque ese como no sé, de lo que me das. Sí,
Okay, you can talk.
me gusta un poco.